you understand it, and if you have questions, we can discuss it. That's what my children running through. So, which is market research. Because when you talk about your target market, the question will be how viable is the market you are targeting? What is the size of the market? And what is we talk about the total addressable market and all of that. So there must be a systematic process, and you need to find a way to determine the viability of your solution, which is your product or your service, to the problem you mentioned in your problem statement. Next slide. So before come back again, before we move. So more often than not, the purpose of market research is to look at the market to determine how the audience will receive your products or your service, and the experts call it product market fit and customer discovery. So when you are pitching a business to investors, when you have done your thorough homework, part of what we show is when you expect to achieve product market fit. That means when your products have been able to gain a certain level of acceptance in the market, which of course is always reflected in maybe in terms of sales, in terms of number of users, in terms of one thing or the other. For example, platforms like many social media platforms, when they start, they usually gauge their progress in terms of number of people that have signed up on the platform. You recall the new one that Facebook came up with? Is anyone aware of that? Threads. Immediately it came up, it was like, it will overthrow Twitter. Then suddenly nobody is hearing of Threads again. So it is the acceptance now of your product or service in the market that determines whether your product will be successful or not. You can imagine almighty Facebook with all the billions of dollars at their disposal, with all their experience at their disposal. How would they know that Threads will not fly as much as they expected it to fly? How would they know? So you see, no matter what you know about business, no matter what you think, especially you think you have acquired, until you really test what you have in the marketplace and get the real feedback, you can never really be sure that it will fly or it will not fly. Next slide. So, market size. So you're looking at market size. For example, your products, your service that you want to bring, the solution to the problem you want to bring. What is the likely size of people that have that problem you want to solve? And how did you find out that that's the size? You'll be wondering, maybe sometimes people say that your service or product is for the whole country, the whole Nigeria. But of course, you know that the whole country will not patronize you, right? So in the country and in that area of pain you're looking at living the pain, what is the likely number of persons having that pain? Does anybody have a likely clue in your area of interest? Does anybody have any idea the problem number of persons who are likely having the problem to solve? Do you understand what I'm asking? So I'm trying to find out if you have done anything about your market size. Is anybody that have an idea? Maybe you try to find out, to know. Anybody? Okay, so your market size is an essential element of your pitch. because what that helps to do is that it helps to tell your prospective investors